built from the ground up, an empire sorts. Just 7 people, but it was their world. That prairie town was a universe. Didn't seem like the kind of place God would do his worst. Quiet desperation that he'd always heard about set in like an old friend, more a whisper than a shout. And he cursed himself for failing them and for weakness he couldn't name. In the end he couldn't save his virtue, luck to blame. It's not the weather, no cold or the heat. Learned that from his father, growing dry land wheat. It's the overhead brings most men down. It's the bank, not the farm, puts the good ones in the ground. So they kept producing 13 barrels a day. Nothing changed in Oklahoma except what they were getting paid. No way to downsize friends and family. Tender gift of time becomes your worst enemy. You save a little more, open one less well. When that price goes to the floor, you're only worth the equipment you can't sell. Quiet desperation that he'd always heard about sets in like an old friend, more whisper than a shout. And he cursed himself for failing them and for weakness he couldn't name. In the end he couldn't save, it was virtue, luck to blame. That quiet desperation that he'd always heard about set in like an old friend, more whisper than a shout. And he cursed himself for failing them and for weakness he couldn't name. In the end he couldn't save, it was virtue, luck to blame. That quiet desperation he'd always heard about set in like an old friend, more whisper than a shout. And he cursed himself for failing them and for weakness he couldn't name. In the end he couldn't save, it was himself, luck to blame. Thank you. Good night.